Hi everybody, and welcome back to my Shake It Off with Angela. I was going to make chili like promised, but I had chili last week for meal prep, and I was just going to kind of show you guys, how I made it and how I went about it. But I had it last week for meal prep, and I'm kind of getting a little sick of turkey chili. So today I'm going to show you guys how I make my Door County, and it's not Door County coffee, it is the Door County pork tenderloin. It is so good, you guys. I get the Door County pork tenderloins at Festival. They are absolutely amazing festival foods. I absolutely love it. It just like melts in your mouth, literally. So I'm going to be making 8 servings. So I have 2 pork tenderloins, and I'm going to be cooking them each in separate crock pots. And in one of them, well, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I know I have onions, carrots, broccoli, sweet potatoes, and regular potatoes that I'm going to be putting in there. And I also bought 2 different types of seasoning packets, which they probably don't need seasoning, but I always just add extra because why not? What the hell? So I wanted to show you guys how I made them. So let's get started. Okay, you guys, so let's cook this Door County pork roast. This is the cherry pork roast. It is absolutely fabulous. There are 2 in here in a pack. So I'm going to be cooking both of them in separate crock pots, and you guys will see. Okay, so I have 1 onion that I'm going to halve and put in each of the crock pots. I've got a bag of fresh baby carrots sitting right there, now nice and orange. Broccoli is so expensive, you guys, and I don't know why. Got 4 red potatoes. I've got some sweet potatoes as well. And also, I have 2 seasoning packets. You guys can use whatever you find in your grocery store. This is my favorite, the Crockery Gourmet. Absolutely love it. Okay. So what you're going to want to do, here are the crock pots. I've got 2 different sizes, a biggie and a smallie. What you're going to want to do is wash your vegetables and then chop them up into bite-sized pieces. So here you see the carrots. Over there you saw the sweet potatoes with the onion there, the red potatoes with the onion and the broccoli, all washed. And now we're going to start putting them in the crock pot. I decided to put the sweet potato and the onion in one crock pot alone. And I did add some carrots. You will see that in a second. So then I'm seasoning. I'm doing the pepper and the salt. And here I'm grabbing the meat. Here's the meat. It is a long ding dong. It's a long piece of meat. You're going to want to pat that meat and just love on it. Love the meat. Love it. Okay, we're going to put that in the crock pot. Kind of make a little crevice. Make a little crevice in the middle, shove it in the crevice, and you're good to go. Put some carrots on it. I thought, I have some extra room in this one, so I'm just going to put some carrots on the top and, hope and pray for the best. 2 handfuls, always better than just 1. Just kind of sprinkle them on there, and that one is all set for the food. Okay, the second one, I'm going to put the rest of the carrots in. This is the bigger one, so we're going to put more vegetables in here. So I've got the carrots first on the bottom. Then we're going to take the broccoli. Remember, this food is all pre-washed. It's really important to wash your fruits before you cook with them. And then we're going to take those red potatoes and that other half of the red onion or purple onion. I like to call it a purple onion, not a red, because that's what it is. You're going to season it up with that salt and pepper. And yeah, now we are going to add the big piece of meat in the middle. You're going to want to make another crevice, make another little hole of crevice. Look at this meat, you guys. Look at it. Look at this luscious ding dong. And look at the tip. Oops, it's an anteater. It's an anteater. Okay, we're going to put that in our crock pot right in the middle. Right in the middle. Pat it down. Love it. Caress it. After you're done handling meat, you're going to want to wash your hands, and I suggest using the Winter Candy Apple Soap from Bath & Body Works. Okay, here we go, you guys. Now we're going to put our seasoning on. This calls for 1 cup of water, but I only had a half a cup of measuring, so you're going to see me do this twice here. So half a cup equals 1 cup. I decided to do this in the shaker because it's just going to be easier. Okay, so here is the savory pot roast seasoning by the Crock Pot people. We're just gonna add that seasoning in there. We're gonna put the lid on this. By the way, this is just like a regular, NutriBullet shaker thingy or whatever. You can use whatever you want. You can use a whisk with a bowl if you want, whatever you have in your house. I just like to do the shaking method because it just ensures that everything is all together. Okay, now we're gonna just wanna pour this seasoning all over the meat and the vegetables in the crock pot. You guys, it is so simple. It is so easy, I swear. So now we're gonna wanna do the second one. Now the second one called for 2 cups of water. That's why I chose to do this in the bigger crock pot. So the 2 cups were already in there. We're gonna pour our seasoning in. We're gonna put the cap on and shake 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 that seasoning over that meat. Okay, so we're gonna pour it over the meat. You guys, this looks so delicious. I cannot wait for this to be finished. So there we go. It's all poured over the meat. It is totally ready to go. It looks fabulous. All the colors, all the veggies, all the meat. Okay, let's put the lids on, plug it in, put the lid on, plug it in, pat it. It's good to go. We're gonna wanna turn it on low, and we're gonna wanna keep it on low for 6 to 8 hours, probably 8 hours on low. Now, that's a long time. What could we do? I mean, I don't know. We could sip water. We could do that. We could sniff some Trader Joe cookie butter. And not eat it. Or we could just sniff a Yankee candle. Why not? Let's just sniff all the candles in the world. We could give the dog a treat. Let's give Snooki a treat. She deserves a little treat. There she goes. There she goes. Oh, she loves it. Oh, she swallowed it whole. Or, we could read a book too. We could do that as well. Who knows? You could do anything you want, you guys. 6 to 8 hours. Okay, guys, so we are at the halfway point, and this, whoosh, is what it looks like. Oh my gosh, everything is cloudy. Hold on, let me clean off my camera. Okay, so anyway, I just checked everything, and I put everything on at 10 o'clock. It is now 1:30, so 10 to 11, 12, 1. It's been 3 hours, or whatever, like 3.5 hours, but the potatoes aren't even like near to being done. So I did turn it on high. I actually turned both of them on high. I'm worried about the sweet potatoes. That's what I'm really worried about, because the sweet potatoes take forever. And by the way, you guys, I just did a complete no-no. You are not supposed to lift the lid on your crock pot for the entire time, because then you slow, the process of cooking down. So don't do what I just did. Don't do it. But hopefully with it being on high, it should be done by dinner time. Okay, you guys, so my crock pot, that is the bigger one, actually heats up a lot faster than the smaller one over here. So I went to check on it, and the potatoes are completely cooked, and that's how I know that it's done. So what I did is I took the pork tenderloin out. I'm going to cover this up just with a towel, and I'm going to let the meat rest for about a good 15 minutes. This way, if you get it out and cut into it right away, all the juices are going to escape, and you're going to have very dry meat. If you let it rest, all of the juices kind of infuse back into the meat. And then when you cut into it, when it's, semi-cooled, it will be very, very juicy and tender. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on warm just to keep the vegetables in there warm. And then I'm going to divvy this out into portions and put it in the refrigerator for the week. Okay, so here I divvied up 4 of the servings. You guys can see that everything looks really colorful and really good. I'm just going to add the meat on top, and then I actually had enough for 9 servings. So I will be eating some for dinner tonight. Okay, you guys, and here is my dish all ready to be consumed. I've got about 2 ounces of meat there. You guys, tenderloin is really fattening, so you really have to be careful. You think that, you're doing the other white meat and it's going to be healthy, but actually tenderloin is kind of fattening. And then all of the vegetables, you guys, there. Oh my gosh, it just looks so good. I'm going to eat it right now. Please excuse my hair. I've been cooking all day and doing a lot of other things, but oh my gosh, you guys, it looks so good. I cannot wait. Literally, the vegetables just melt in your mouth, and the meat is so tender and juicy, you guys. I can't even. Thank you guys so much for watching. The carrots are phenomenal. If you guys make this recipe, definitely leave a comment down below if you make, you know, one of these things or whatever, any of my recipes. Definitely take a picture and post it on Instagram and tag me in it, or on Twitter. I would love to see it. Thank you guys so much for watching Shake It Off with Angela, and I will see you guys all next week. Bon appetit!